Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing fantastic today. I'm bringing you some emergency news because if you check Toncoin has gone from $6.7 all the way down to $5 in the span of a couple of hours. And that is certainly not a very good thing. And to be honest, I think it is spelling in general what is happening in the world right now. So without any further ado, we're going to also take a look at Bitcoin. Let's just jump straight into this. And guys, remember that I'm personally trading over on Bybit. And with my exclusive link that you can find down in the description of this video, you can claim up to $30,000 initial deposit bonuses depending on how much you deposit. You can claim it in Reward Center. And certainly you can also get up to 42% discount on trading fees if you deposit using my link more than $100,000 and trade with it. So if you're a whale, you can, on top of your deposit bonus, you can get a 42% discount on trading fees, which is pretty insane. Actually, if you already have an account, you can create a new one using a different form of identification, such as a driver's license or whatever, or you can transfer your KYC if you wanted to as well. So now let's just jump straight into this and see what is happening, because when it comes to Toncoin, again, for me, Toncoin is a very fundamental project. Certainly it is not as fundamental as Bitcoin itself. And when it comes to Bitcoin, just to give you guys some information, we're actually stagnating a little bit here, and we're at this very important level of 65K. Next target is 67, then 69. So for now, we're actually pretty strong. At least we're not being rejected powerfully. Same thing with Ethereum. We broke out of this range, and right now this range is kind of our support. So hopefully the next target will be 2,900. Now, but going back to Toncoin, because this is of the utmost interest as to the reason why it dumped and whether I'm going to actually be buying more of it right now or not. But before I give you my conclusion, let me give you all the details as to the reasons why it's happening, and also some very good Bitcoin news that is going to probably happen anytime today or tomorrow. So the reason for the crash of Toncoin is because Telegram's founder, Pavel Durov, has been arrested at the French airport. Remember, Pavel Durov, one of his citizenships is France, and he's facing 20 years in jail for refusing to censor his platform. So charges include terrorism and money laundering and blah, 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 blah. So it's a whole big list. So and Ton is currently down 14%, and this is a deep state. So this is basically a deep state move against free speech. So, and this is so true. In my opinion, guys, this is just an attack on the freedom of human beings. And the same thing, you know, actually, because he did also a podcast or whatever, an interview with Tucker Carlson, which has been, I watched it. If you haven't watched it, you gotta go and see it, because it actually exposes quite a few things, such as US intelligence agencies trying to recruit Telegram developers to install backdoors. It is pretty crazy, and the amount of offers he received from numerous global agencies to censor things on Telegram, to give out information on particular individuals, etc., and he refused. So he always refused. He always said that Telegram is a safe space. Certainly, it kind of is a slippery slope, because certainly Telegram is also used by criminals. It is used by people who are not supposed to be free. They're supposed to be in jail, but somehow they're communicating through Telegram. So it is always, whenever there is freedom, there is exploitation. So it is always a slippery slope. However, I would rather have real true freedom. So, and this is what Pavel has always been standing up for. And especially after this video he's done with Tucker Carlson, is this the result? Maybe it is, because he has really exposed quite a few things that so many agencies really have been requesting unreasonable things, and he has been receiving almost kind of threats. That's why, you know, we're seeing so many people who really are doing something good in this world and trying to actually create something, they go down. So now the big question then becomes, why is Ton implicated? Because again, Pavel Durov is not directly the owner of Ton, whatever. Everybody knows that he initially created Gram, and that then SEC came about and they crushed it, so they renamed it into Ton, and he gave it to some other team. So we still know that it's part of the ecosystem. It still is. He is kind of, but it is a separate ecosystem. It doesn't really necessarily depend on Pavel. Now the big question becomes, will he actually get out of jail, and what is going to happen next? And quite frankly, if you look at the price of Ton right now, actually, if you just go into the daily chart or if you go into the weekly chart, you will see that Ton has performed incredibly well. I mean, remember guys, we were buying Ton at like $2, and then we were exiting at $4, $6, etc. So we've done exceptionally well. If you just check on average, Ton has done like 600% from the bottom this year, which is fantastic. And right now, this crash here isn't really that significant. It's like 33%. Yeah, but I mean, if you look at other altcoins, there are so many of them that have suffered quite much more than Toncoin, because Toncoin is really strong. Because again, Telegram has millions and millions and like hundreds of millions of users, which can bring direct exposure to Ton, and they are bringing direct exposure to Ton for sure. So this is something that you really need to understand here. So for me, it's interesting how this is going to end, because maybe he will realize that maybe it's time for him to, you know, play the ball a little bit, and somehow I don't really see him going to jail for 20 years in France, because he's just too famous and too powerful, and maybe they will make some kind of a deal. Possibly, if that's going to be the case, then probably Ton will pump like crazy and just will recover and clear this drop very fast. Because if you're seeing here, you know, this shoulder, head, and shoulder, and then a lot of people are going to be saying, oh, we're going to be going to like $2 per ton, whatever. I really doubt so. I really doubt that this will happen. So therefore, for me personally, I think it's not that big of a deal for Ton in general. Certainly it is some fear, etc. But my prediction here is that he will be out. Maybe with some time, maybe not immediately, but they will cut a deal. They will do something and he will be out. So therefore, Ton will recover. And in my opinion, good buying zones for Ton is $5.60. So I added some Ton to my long-term portfolio, because I am a believer in Ton and I hold quite a bit of it, as I told you guys before many times. Also $4.70, $3.40, and just in case, as some people are saying, this head and shoulders pattern, if it plays out and goes to this big order block at $2.30. And just full disclosure, maybe, yeah, we kind of go a little bit lower to like $4.80, $4, maybe this vicinity here, but I don't really believe in $2.30. But if it does happen, I'll add a bit more to it again here and just get myself an amazing average entry price. Because remember, with Ton, for this bull run, my target is at least like 20 bucks. So it is 4x from here, and if it gives you the opportunity to get in lower with lower prices, at even lower prices, then it would just, in my opinion, be a nice gift. Because remember, the power of Ton is serious. It's not a joke anymore. So therefore, and there is no direct implication. Plus, what we are seeing right now is more and more people are starting to convert and are actually starting to build something for the freedom of people, such as, for example, the Event Horizon. Same idea. It is project from the people for the people. So because it is enough of this. Honestly, we've had enough. So therefore, it is something that, in my opinion, will be a huge trend, and they will not win. So anyway, this is something I wanted to mention about Ton. So if you're a Ton fan, I'd relax. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal, and it just is a gift for you guys to get some cheaper Ton. So when it comes to Bitcoin now, we're seeing the price, it's kind of is strong right now. Then what is happening in the next 1 to 2 days, as I said in the beginning of the video, there's going to be something interesting I want to mention, is that China is about to lift the Bitcoin ban, and possibly even tomorrow. So there are some rumors that this might happen in the next few days, whatever. So this is what we need to pay attention to, and possibly this is what is causing this small run up and kind of front run in Bitcoin altogether. Well, plus the short squeeze. So enjoy shorts. Enjoy being squeezed. So anyway, this is what we are seeing right now, guys, and this is what I would be paying attention to if I were you. This is of utmost importance right now, and as always, check out this quick tutorial popping up on your screen right now as to how to trade Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies with proper risk and money management. And as always, peace and love, Tom Squalo. Stay smart, stay very rich, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.